FlossTube. I'm Jessie. Welcome to my channel, Bobo Jessie Stitches. Today is Flossoween number 10 and 11, because today is October 11th, and we skipped yesterday. How are y'all doing? Hope you're all having a good Tuesday. I'm tired. And why am I tired? Because last night we went to go see Marcus Mumford in support of his new self-titled solo album. And so we went to go see that show last night on a Monday, playing on a school night. And so it wasn't able to record, and no stitching happening in that respects, but it was a spectacular show. I am a fan of Mumford and Sons, and so Marcus Mumford, the songs are different, but similar. Like, you can still hear him, like, right, because he was so much of Mumford and Sons. So it was a good show. If he's coming into your city and you happen to be a fan of his music, I do highly recommend it. He does have two different supporters opening up. They're different, but the one we saw was mind blown. Like, an amazing performer. Her name is Daniel Kordek. I have a little clip at the end I'm going to show one of her songs, and called Poor Man's Pain. Like, as soon as she opened her mouth in the performance, I was like, we are about to experience something. And the way my husband described it on the drive home was that, at first I'm going to say that she does not sound like this, but it's like, did you ever wish that you were a person who was able to see Adele before she was Adele in a small venue and being able to experience that? We experienced Danielle Ponder last night. Like, it was an amazing vocalist. She doesn't write or sing the way Adele does, but as a singer-songwriter, like the lyrics were profound, and her voice just carried you with her to this world that she was conveying. And so give yourself the gift of this singer. Go check her out on Spotify. I'll put down information below. If I can share the link to her playlist, I will. But it was absolutely amazing. I bought a tank top. I don't wear t-shirts normally. I wear dresses most of the time. So I bought a tank top just to wear around the house, and for her, because I wanted to support her. I'm not normally a merch person. But yeah, so we have funk, soul, hip hop, love, and justice. So she's 40, got her record deal at 39. So shout out to all the people making their dreams come true a little bit later in life. It's never too late to start. But prior to that, she was a public defender, and did that for 8 years. Had some family reasons for it and how she ended up choosing to pursue that line of work. So for me, that spoke to me as well. Fantastic. Great singer. You're going to love her. And not all of her songs have social commentary to them. Some do, some don't. But go watch. And then pay and stay for, like, I think it's like 20 seconds that I have. Enough that I won't get put into YouTube jail. But enough for you to actually hear a little bit of it. Amazing. All right. Well, with that, I didn't do a whole lot of stitching. Last time you saw it, I was working on Sailor Moon Squad. I continue to work on that as part of one of my No New Starts challenge. I'm focusing on this piece until I hit 1,400 stitches. I've hit about 700 of that, so I'm going to continue on this for tonight, probably into tomorrow night. Kind of putting aside my, because I'm not going to put 700 stitches into it tonight. Not this. But since you saw it, I added another 300 or so stitches, and so most of that over in this area, just continuing to fill it in. I'm going to continue to move across the board and for tonight and then tomorrow. So 1/1 on 25 count even weave. This is again Sailor Moon Squad by Tilton Crafts, artwork by Daniel Kordek. So just another couple of days on that. So time to open up boxes. All right. 2 openings since I was gone yesterday. So today's first up, I'm opening up 31 Days of Haunted America by Fangirl Fiber. So here's October 10th. Crinkles from the paper. Ooh! How fun! it is a bookmark of an owl. So I bet you're supposed to stitch on this. Bet you that's there to do. There is a label that doesn't say anything, but yeah, I'm betting you're gonna stitch on something. I hope there's a little pattern for it, because otherwise I'm not usually creative. I don't know what to do. Little owl there. Fantastic. All right. Let's talk about the story. We did miss one last time, so here's the story for tonight. Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. The Clown Motel is a clown-themed motel. Right then and there, you know it's haunted. There's nothing good can come out of anything clown-themed. Hotel along North Main Street in Tonopah, Nevada, U.S., which has been referred to as, quote, America's scariest motel. The building is located adjacent to Tonopah Cemetery, where the father of the original owners is buried. The 31-room Clown Motel was opened in 1985 by Leroy and Leona David in honor of their late father, Clarence David, whose collection of over 150 clown statues was used to decorate the property. Nope. Gonna nope out of that spot. In 1995, Bob Pachetti bought the motel and operated it for 22 years until 2017, when he put the property up for sale for $900,000. 2 years later, the property was purchased by Vijay Mehar, who appointed his former art director family friend Hame Anand as CEO, who gave a new facelift to the motel and increased the collection from 600 clown statues to over 2,000 pieces of crown memorabilia. Who's staying in a place like this? Who is staying in a space with clowns looking at you? No scary stories door. Just the clowns. That's enough. Do y'all remember? Have y'all watched my unboxing of my old projects? It's right here. Hold on a second. Exciting TV. But who knows? Hopefully this will be silly enough to see. Alright. Okay. Here we are, y'all. When I was in high school, and I did an unboxing a while ago of all projects that kind of got abandoned from high school into college, and I found all of that. So a few months ago, I did this, and I have this project. It's a stamp cross stitch of these crowns, and I didn't go very far on it because eventually I think see how old it is when you still put masking tape. I'm abandoning this project unless someone really wants to work on this. So I didn't get very far. I've only put in the stitching, but it's right. It's this stamp cross stitch where you just kind of fill in the coloring. But look how creepy that is. Maybe I should just send it to the hotel. Be like, hey, you got someone who cross stitches and wants to finish this up? Add it to your piece of memorabilia. Somewhere in time, in the 90s, someone thought this was it. People want clowns on their walls. At one point in time, young Jessie thought, I want clowns on my walls. Anyways, let's open up today's October 11th. Crinkles. Oh! More floss drops. The colors are orange and look at this sparkly goodness. Yeah. So more floss drops. I'm kind of collecting all my items back here. So add it to my ring. Today's story is for Lake Lanier in Georgia. Lake Lanier. Legend has it, the ghost of a long-dead woman roams this lake in a flowing blue dress. Mysterious arms reach out for swimmers from the watery depths. Angry spirits call people home to submerge graves. These and other spooky tales have haunted Lake Lanier in the foothills of the northern Georgia mountains for decades. The lake was created in the 1950s by flooding valleys communities that contain a cemetery, fueling beliefs that it's cursed. Well, I mean, if you flood a community. Historians say some unmarked graves and other structures were swallowed up by its waters. More than 200 people have died in swimming and boating accidents on the lake since 1994, adding to its dark history. I wonder if people know how many people drown and die from accidents in general in all bodies of water. I'm sure it's all public record. I'm sure you can find it. But in general, like, is this more than normal? Who knows? Who knows? Not a fun fact, but my mom does not know how to swim because she believes that a spirit did try to drown her when she was a kid. And so when she was younger, my mom never learned to swim, has no real desire to be around water. But when she was in a lake, I believe it was a lake, she feels like she remembers hearing about someone who had drowned in that lake and that she felt the pull, someone grabbing her legs when she was learning how to swim as a child, trying to pull her down, and she almost drowned. And she obviously did not. But that was one of the reasons why she did not learn how to swim, was because in this particular space. Now, we're Buddhists and we believe in reincarnation. She also believes that it was a possibility that in a past life she also drowned, and it was a memory of her past life pulling her down into the water, and that's one of the reasons why she doesn't like being in waters, because it was something that happened to her previously. But who knows? It could be one of the two things. Some people had told her when she was a kid that it was a ghost, a spirit trying to add her to that. Her personal belief was that it was something that she had experienced in a previous life. Which brings up an interesting thought. Is it possible that people's experiences with ghosts when they're seeing it and stuff like that, like, is it something that they have previously experienced and it's really a memory? That's a thought. Anyways, all right, y'all. Stay tuned for Miss Daniel Ponder. I promise you will not regret it. And then go check her out on Spotify. And let me know what you think if you go listen to her. All right? Wherever you are, I hope you have a stitchy, spooky time. See you tomorrow. To the heart.